I'm going to show you how to put in the piston into these small engines. So first step was grab your crankshaft, and you don't need the timing gear on yet, that's fine. But also we got this little oil. I want you to take your finger and oil up the main bearing journals, or the main journals, and then the crank pin too. And then that goes into the engine block, like that, all the way. And I want you to put the crank pin down here to bottom dead center. BDC down there. Now we prep our piston. We want to make sure that the rings here turn in the grooves freely. If they don't, then there's an issue with that has to be addressed. And we need to place these end gaps right here. See how the ring end gaps, how that's where the rings meet? That's the end gap, and we need to place those. In this situation, if we were to put this in the engine, on the intake stroke, the low pressure up here would actually pull some oil up into the combustion chamber and burn. And then on the compression stroke, the air and fuel that we're trying to compress would be able to escape down into the crankcase. We don't want that to happen. We need to make it a little bit harder for that to happen. So we're going to spread those gaps out around the piston. Manufacturers will have exactly where they want them, but for this lab, we're just going to space them apart, okay? So we have our rings set, and then you want to take the piston and you want to dunk it in some oil, and then clamp it loosely in the vise so the piston head can rock a little bit, the piston skirt. And then grab your ring compressor. Now ring compressors, here's an example of one right here. That tool goes in there. To tighten it, you turn it righty-tighty or clockwise. And then to loosen it, because this won't fit around the piston yet, so I need to loosen this. So I'm gonna put my hands in here like this, and I'm gonna put my thumb on this white knob. I'm gonna press it down and turn this about a half a turn. And then I'm gonna open it up with my fingers like that to be able to put it on there. Same thing with this one. You tighten it by turning clockwise, but this is too small, so I am going to put it in there, and you need to, this one you kind of push right here. That helps out half a turn, and that should give us enough to put that around the piston. So I'm going to place that on the piston so the ring compressor is above the head of or crown of the piston, but it's above the skirt because the skirt is going to help line it up in the cylinder. I'm going to take that, I'm going to tighten it down as tight as I can. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to put it in the direction it's supposed to go. It can either go in this way or this way. You should have marked it. Your mark should be somewhere on there. I'm going to set it on, there we go. So now the ring compressor is sitting on the deck of the engine block. So I'm going to take my hammer. I need to make sure it's flat and perpendicular to the block deck. And then I'm going to give it a hit with the wood part of the hammer, not like this. It's one hit. If it has to be more than one hit, you need to redo it. There it goes. Now, if it would have went in part of the way and not all the way, you're just going to have to pull it out because one of the rings popped out and it's preventing it from going in. So if you keep hitting it, you're going to break something. So right now it's kind of on the wrong side of the crankshaft, but I'm going to push it up just a little bit and see if I can't bring that crank around. And here we go. I'm able to hook it up to the crank pin and turn it a little bit. There we go. You don't have to take it out. Once it's in, you should be able to finagle it in there. Okay, so now the connecting rod is around the crank pin. Now I take my cap. You can put a little bit of oil on the cap. And there's a part of the connecting rod that goes into that little groove right there. So make sure you put this on correctly, or else the cap will break. And then you'd have to replace that. I have two bolts. One's longer than the other. The long one goes up on top. If you need to put some oil on the threads to help them go in by hand, do that. And just use your fingers on this one. It goes a lot quicker than trying to get a ratchet in there. And then do it to the same to the other one. Put a little bit of oil on it. Use your fingers. Now it's getting a little bit oily, slipping across my fingers. I still got it. Okay, now I have the socket on my ratchet. I'm just gonna, what we call snug them down, kind of almost hand tight. Hand tight is just barely kind of tightening, not tightening it too much, but tighten it evenly. That's gonna be your best bet. And then on the sheet, when it says torque to specification, give me a holler. Have the torque wrench ready, have the torque wrench set, and then each student in the group will show me when to stop, just like that. And then the next student will show me this one. So now I got both of them torqued. It turns. Perfect, that's it. Good luck.